I am Chosen Architect, and this is Project Architect 2. Now, last episode, we set up the SPS, and we got antimatter up and running, and we're producing quite a bit of antimatter. Now, already have enough pellets to essentially get started with the next step. However, all that allowed me to do was understand and research the Chaos Guardian a little bit more. And so now I have found its location. So we should be able to hunt out the Chaos Guardian, and we should be able to gain access to some Chaos Shards, which are going to allow us to make the Archium, the Master of Building, which is going to lead us into the Chaos Core, which is why we need these fragments. And that also means we need to start upgrading our crafting infusion injectors from Draconic Evolution. Now, how easy is it for us to actually take on this dragon? Well, I'm going to tell you that it's not a super easy task. And this battle can take a very, very long time. Now, I do want to test a few things out with this dragon before we actually start making anything that's Draconic related. I'm wondering, can we actually take on this dragon? Because I've not really tested this in mech armor. Can we take this dragon on in a mech suit? And can we also take it on with the weapons that we already have available without touching the Draconic stuff? I don't know. That's all stuff that I'm willing to test. Now, if I'm going to go about it this way, I'm probably going to need myself a soul stone. And we've already technically made one as it was required for the evoker. The soul stone right here is pretty powerful from Cyclic, as it will prevent dying. Now, typically it would run out of durability, but if we have, for example, a repair, we should not take damage anymore. Like, it will take damage, but we should be able to heal ourselves. Now, I believe we can actually put some enchants on this, so like some unbreaking would be nice, to also help it along that route as well. But the goal is to kind of prevent an accident from happening, not necessarily bypassing the laser that happens with the dragon, but to kind of help us along that journey of not dying to the laser accidentally. Because I have another plan for the death laser that this dragon does present to us, as it does have a couple of different phases and a couple of different things that it does. For the most part, everything is avoidable and everything is easy to handle, except for the laser. There is like no way to get around the laser. I believe it'll kill you in creative mode. So yes, I have a couple of strats that I think I want to try. And one is going to be when that initiates, which you can hear it. It's like got a charge up sound, to just teleport out of there. Get out of there. If you cross dimensions, I believe it like resets the phase. So if you just know when that's going to happen, you can hopefully avoid it. Or we can just teleport out of the arena. That's one way to do it. We can also see how well this works if, if it prevents us from dying, but I've heard that it's kind of crazy, pops up on your screen and stuff from a couple of folks over on the Discord. Now, as far as damage goes, I want to use my mecha bow, and this can be enchanted. But while I was doing some testing, notice by my levels, I accidentally killed myself. I was doing some testing on the Wither, and somehow, I don't know exactly how this happened. I think I had shot the arrow at the Wither, and the arrow hit me in my mech suit, and it killed me in my mech suit. So I have no idea how that ended up happening, but apparently my bow can kill me. I did have this equipped, which is an arrow damage increased by 50%. I don't actually know if this is affecting the mecha bow, but this bow can actually be enchanted, which I thought was kind of interesting, and I want to try this out. By default, this bow is pretty okay. Like, it's okay, and it has some abilities, right, where we have auto fire, which we can turn on, but there's a lot of things that it can have as an enchantment. One being multi-bow, which seems pretty cool. We can also max out power onto it, which will give it even more damage, which is pretty crazy. Punch, which is knockback, which I'm not a huge fan of. There's quick shot, which we can put on there, and quick draw. I don't know which one is better. They both seem like they do the same amount of thing. And endless quiver, I don't think we'll have to worry about, and I don't really want to put flame or infinity on there. So all of these enchants, for the most part, should be able to go onto the mecha bow, power, quick shot, and quick draw. Like, that sounds ridiculous. And that multi-bow, which will give us like 3 shots or something like that. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what this does. So this has all of those things on there. Oh boy. Already I can see. Okay, interesting. Did I turn this on? I have auto fire on, but it's not auto firing anymore. Ooh, that's a bit of a problem that it's not auto-firing, but each of these shots should be dealing over 250 attack damage each, which is just absurd to think about. Oh, and the reason I think that the auto-fire is not working is because I'm just tapping. Oh, man. And so that's how fast this actually shoots. Okay, that's actually kind of absurd. And so we can spam this as quick as we want. I'm curious though to see how well this actually interacts with said dragon. Now on that soul stone, I'm gonna put like it looks like Unbreaking 6 is like the max I can put on there for right now. So that should be pretty darn good. And so that's going to help whenever it does take damage, not necessarily take damage every single time, which will hopefully save us a bit more in this fight. Now, as much as I would like to not use it, the Qatar is going to be a necessity to this fight because this guy will spawn a bunch of withers and you're going to need to kill the withers and get rid of them. Now, something that I don't have on me right now is the gravitation modulization unit, which I believe allows us to bypass the ability for the dragon to pull us to the ground, which is kind of unfortunate because it can pull us to the ground. So I'm also going to keep some obsidian on me. This is going to be kind of necessary. And then we also have our staff, which should hopefully let us teleport to locations. Now, I'm going to need a way to get out of certain locations. And so for this, I kind of want to use a dislocator. This seems a little bit weird to use, but the dislocator allows you to bind it to a location and just right click, and it should instantly teleport us there without having any sort of cooldown. It should just take us there. And this is probably how I'm going to escape whenever the dragon starts to, you know, do some crazy stuff. Now, typically I would also make the chest piece from Draconic, as the chest piece will give us some extra protection and utilize some power. But I kind of want to see how good our mech gear will actually be at blocking some of the damage that we're going to be taking without even having the Draconic stuff. Now, I didn't spend all of my time going through Mekanism to not at least give this a shot. Now, on my Swiftwolf Rendingale, I do have it in a special mode. So whenever you have it clicked like this, it's going to basically push things away. So you'll notice that mobs are getting pushed away from me, which is kind of a good thing. Because we don't want like certain projectiles coming right at us. So this might help us. We may have to turn this off, but this will definitely give us a nice little shield, hopefully. So how do we actually get to this dragon? Well, it spawns at intersections of 10,000. So if we go to negative 10,000, 0, it will be at negative 10,000, 0. So any direction that you go where the Y value or the X value or Z value equals 10,000 or negative 10,000 or in those intervals, you should be able to find it. So if I, for example, keep flying in this direction and I go to an intersection there, it should be at that 10,000 intersection. Just keep in mind that I typically like to go to like 10,000 intersections just because it makes it a little bit easier on me. But we should be able to get there. Now, a way that I can get there a bit faster is by equipping some slime boots. And this seems kind of counterintuitive, but if you go ahead and get a one good bounce, then your fly speed is significantly faster. So I've nearly made it to the intersection and you can start to already see the ring. So I've went up this way and actually loaded this because nothing had loaded in by the time I had made it here. So this is kind of what the island looks like and is at that intersection. You can see right here, it is at negative 10,000, 0, essentially. So let's make our way here. I am slowly floating my way to the island. You can see it right here. Very, very scary, but we should be fine so long as we don't cross into this like threshold right here. So as long as we're on the outer edge, we should be good. This including the outer edge portion. And this is actually where I'm going to put a waystone right here on the outer edge. And dragon. So I'm just going to set that waystone here, and I'm also going to set my dislocator right here. So now this dislocator is bound to this location. So if I right click it, notice it teleports me directly to that location. And so we should be good with that knowledge. I'm also going to take my charm, and I believe I just need to have it in my charm slot. And so hopefully we can take on this dragon. I am kind of like scared. If anything, we have our bow. We should be able to hopefully break the crystals. But let's get this thing to spawn in, and we just have to kind of go here into the center and let it sort of load in. And the dragon's area should start. Oh God, there's the Chaos Guardian. What I'm most concerned about, oh God. What I'm most concerned about is just dying straight away. And then I have to somehow get my gear here, which I should be able to do. But yes, so here's the main problem. The laser is essentially what would allow me to gain access to this quickly. But I want to see if I hit this a bunch. Is it doing any damage? Oh, it is. So maybe if I avoid its laser, we can actually break these crystals with this bow. I was not expecting that to happen. Just gonna keep trying. There it goes. The dragon's about to go into some sort of phase. Oh, notice it's pulling me in right now. Oh, and it dropped me to the ground. So I can't do anything here, but I think this is the laser. I could be wrong. Nope, this is the phase where it spawns in the withers. Oh, goodness. And I should be able to insta-kill the withers. So those are not actually a problem here. And notice the withers can't even shoot its projectiles at me because of our protections. That is hilarious. But yes, it is kind of lame that you kind of get pulled to the ground. You can't fly. Like, I'm trying to fly right now. I cannot move at all. So I would have to kind of situate myself up here in a way that would kind of hold me there and allow me to not be forced into the dragon. These are what I want to see if these actually hurt me or not. Oh, goodness. So my gear is not protecting me at all from this. What in the world? Those things, that would have killed me. So the mech gear is not as good as the gym armor? Is that what I'm getting out of this? No way. That I spent all of this on this for the mech armor to not be as good in this fight as... Yeah, it's killing me. And we're noticing, by the way, that this is getting repaired. That is absurd. That phase is over, by the way. But still, like, that... Yeah, so this is not going as good as I thought. This should allow it, by the way, for us to take this out now. There we go. So yeah, we want this to shoot those things at us. And by the way, it's kind of crazy that that soulstone is straight up coming in clutch there. But yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll place some obsidian right here for this phase. Like this. And there we go. That, I think, might have destroyed it. And I think if we stand here, we don't take as much damage. Which is, I think is what you're supposed to do with the laser phase as well. Is you're supposed to stand here. That's ridiculous. Okay, I don't even know what else to say. I'm so disappointed in this gear, because every time you see that pop, that is it popping one of our soulstone uses here. Oh my goodness. That is just ridiculous. I'm so disheartened by that. So disheartened by that. But then again, like I said, this bow ended up killing me in this mech gear, which had me also kind of concerned. Look at just, oh my gosh. Those are all deaths. I mean, but I'm happy that it is taking these out, so I can't complain too much. Like, I need the dragon to do that again. Like, fly by and do that. And I essentially got to keep repeating this over and over again. What I'm most concerned about, though, is whenever it goes into laser mode. That's what I'm concerned about. Yeah, but it looks like we can also spam this. Yep, there it goes. That broke another one. And we have to get all of these broken before we can even start doing damage to this dragon. So it's a whole lot of this, but it does seem like our combo is working. All right, it's starting to pull me back in again. I don't know. Okay, this is... Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's crazy that it keeps popping the totem. I would normally be able to get away from this. Like, if I, for example, had... if I had my gear on from from ProjectE. I don't think we'd be taking this much damage. And you know what? I think if I was able to fly, or not fly, if I was able to run a bit faster, if I increased my stuff on my gear, then it'd be a lot better. Oh my gosh, like we have a soul stone. Like nothing is actually protecting us from that. That's hilarious. We are completely cheesing it with that one mechanic, which I find to be absolutely hilarious. I don't think we can actually take these out without it doing its ability. I'm almost positive. Yeah, it should start here. There we go. That popped a couple of totems. Time for it to take out this one. And I just got to get through all of these. It's just so many. All right, so it's pulling me in again. Like this is... Oh, this is one of the lamest effects. Like I said, that laser beam, I'm almost positive would kill me. Because it would shatter all of the soulstone durability. I guarantee. You know what? I might be able to use this to my advantage though. I have this wand. And so if I can wand up here, I can use this to take out this area. Maybe I'll try that next go around. Like I'll definitely try that. Like for right now, I'm just going to be reliant on it just shooting at me as time goes on. Like it should be doing here in a second. Yep. And oh, nope. Okay. So this I think is the laser. Yeah. When I hear that, oh my God, it can attack me from over here. That right there is what I was meaning by the laser. So at least we teleported to our waystone where we could die easily. The Chosen was vaporized by a Chosen Guardian using a freaking laser beam. That's absurd. So I just recovered all of my items. Now, the way that I'm going to do this, I'm going to make another soul stone, right? Because that definitely worked really, really good, having that soul stone. But my dislocator here, we're going to go ahead and trash this one. And we'll create a new dislocator that teleports me back to my base. Because as you've seen, I am not far enough away that it changes anything. So yeah, I'm better off just doing that. So I've now rebound this to this location here in the overworld, and this should work a little bit better. Yeah, because that is absolutely awful, that laser beam. I feel like that's almost a bug. I don't know. Or maybe this is how it's always been intended, but back in older versions, like even 1.16, this was not what actually happened. Like you could, like definitely stand behind these columns and the laser beam would not kill you. That's not the case. I've tried standing behind here and it still will kill you. Very, very weird, but I guess that's just how it is in this version. Let's get this dragon mad, by the way. There we go. Looking pretty good. I did unbreak this and put everything back the way it should. We're almost there. We've got 8 more to go, and we should have this dragon locked and loaded. Oh, there it is. It's teleporting me. This is where I wanted to try this, by the way. Remember? Maybe I can teleport up to this. Nope. But it still hit it. It still hit it. Maybe we can time this just right. All right, I need to do it like right now. Oh no, I'm gonna take damage. Up here. No. Let me get up here. Okay, now I can fly again. Can I attack it or did it actually break it? Oh, it didn't break it. Oh man, that was so close though. I'm loving this though. Like, I don't know. I really like this fight. I just wish that one part of it wasn't the way it is where you're almost guaranteed to die. Yeah. Like you can get, so I wouldn't be taking all this damage if I was in gem armor. Gem armor I did test recently and it did not work that way. So I wasn't, it just is mech armor for some reason. It's just not as powerful as it used to be. Maybe there's some built-in nerfs. That could possibly be the case. Look at that. We're getting a bunch in a row. That's so much quicker. You just gotta be fast with this. Let's see, I'm gonna actually pop here. That one's down. I'm just gonna break all of these. There we go. Oh, I love that the dragon's just kind of chilling now. Oh, nope. He's about to do something. That's the laser beam, so we should definitely teleport out. And I'm going to give it a couple of seconds. I don't want to go back in and immediately die. So I'll give it a couple of seconds. It kind of will be okay, I think. And then maybe we can try and go back. And okay, so that seems to be a good way to bypass that laser section. because that is so bad. It is the worst. But yeah, of course, all of this is just kind of fun. I didn't want this to be like something that was incredibly difficult for you to have to do. Just definitely go through the process, and hopefully this pack would have made it easy enough for you to have gotten through this process, right? Like that was ultimately the goal. Teleport up here, and that should take that out. Teleport up there. Nope, I'm dying that one. Okay. Teleport up there. You should have been aiming. That one's down. Teleport up there. Teleport. I'm not holding it long enough. Teleport. Teleport. No. Just standing right in the way. Okay, there we go. Whew. All of that done. It's absurd. All right, let's make this dragon mad. We only have a couple more to go. We have that one and this one right here. We'll see if we can get it low. It's so cool though that we didn't have to make the draconic like gear or anything. Like it was just working. Notice, however, we can't like break through this, even though I'm using this bow and shooting a ton of arrows. Still not strong enough. By the way, you can insta-break these once you get the chaos staff, like, or a chaos weapon. Like you just bypass the shields and everything. It's actually really nice once you get to that point. All right, dragon, come on, let's play. Oh, nope, we're doing laser mode. Yep, time to teleport out. All right, we got a couple more to get finished. Hopefully the dragon will actually cooperate. Come on, quit doing these phases. By the way, it will still have phases and do laser phases as well. There we go. There's that one done. Oh God, that's a lot of popping. Then we got these last two, just two more. Making this fight like under 20 minutes, I think. It can go for much longer than that, but 20 minutes is pretty reasonable for the amount of time it takes you to do this fight. There we go. That one's done. And then we just need one more. Come on, buddy. Come on. One more. And then we can drop the shields and start actually shooting at the dragon. Because right now, the dragon's not going to do anything. Okay, this is where I want to teleport up here. Oh wait, this is a wither spawn, right? Okay. So this is a wither one. It still will do those phases, by the way, where it shoots those projectiles. We just got to make sure we time things correctly. All right, all the withers should be almost gone. Almost. It's so weird not being able to fly here. All right, here we go. Oh, this is the one that shoots on the ground like that. Interesting. If you get far enough away, it's not going to really bother you. Such crazy strats. I don't know. Each time I fight this thing, I try to do it in a different way. And yeah, I can't, by the way, I can't go forward anymore. I'm holding forward and it's pulling me back. I really wish I could describe that better. There's not a good way to describe that. Not a good way to describe it. All right, this is where he's going crazy mode. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Last one. Let's go. Let's do this. Come on now. That's all I need to do. I just got to get his attention. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. And that's it. That's it. Now we just go for the dragon itself, I believe. And I should hopefully be able to shoot the dragon. Oh, there we go. It's already in that laser phase. So this is going to be one where... Oh, wait, this is not a laser phase. I thought it was a laser phase for a moment. But I can't actually hurt this dragon while it's in this mode, by the way. So this is where things get a little bit kind of tedious. It does have a pretty big shield. And I kind of have to just kind of wait things out, really. Kind of just wait things out. All right, so there's the dragon again. Let's try again with our bow. Notice it is doing a pretty good job on the shield. Oh my goodness, that was insane. That did so well. Okay, I want to make sure this isn't the laser. If it is, we can always right click. No, this is another wither phase. So yeah, notice how quickly they took that shield down. I think we only have maybe 1 or 2 more phases and then we should be good. Like that should be the dragon down. Oh, this is actually really nice. I was not expecting the mecha bow to do so well. It's done phenomenally. It's just the fact that our draconic gear just not up to the task. Now I think you can skip phases. For example, if I teleport back home and then I teleport back to the dragon, I'm almost positive we can skip the phase that way. Maybe. Oh, no, it's still in its phase, but we can get out of the area that it's doing the phase. Interesting. You see, this is all kind of a learning experience for me from time to time. It just things like this take time. You don't do it very often, so each time I fight this thing, I learn more things about it. All right, that phase is done. So let's see if we can slow this thing down and how quickly we can get it down. Come on. It does not like that, by the way. But there we go. We're bringing it down. We're bringing it down. Ooh, we just gotta get this just right. Ooh, okay. Come on, actually hit the dragon would be nice. Oh, come on. This is doing so much damage. There we go. I'm trying not to get hit by my own arrows. That would be an issue. Oh, but we got its shields down? Oh, nope. It's doing another phase. Okay. This is the laser phase. I'm dipping. I'm getting out of there. It was already doing damage to me. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a second. It should be fine. Like, if I'm not there for this phase, I should be fine. But if we go back, we'll find out. Okay, not taking damage, and it should be reset for the phase. Oh boy. And then we can teleport here. And let's take this dragon out. Where are you at? The dragon's got to be somewhere, though. Come on. Oh, okay. I hear it. It's somewhere. Did it get launched into the sky or something? There it is. Whew, okay. I was scared for a moment. Because, by the way, if you delete this dragon in some way with some mods, there it is. And get wrecked. Look at that. Deleted. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And now that it's gone, oh man, we have some stuff to do. Okay, so we've got to pop down in here. Let's first grab all of our experience. Make sure our magnet is on. There was the lightning. We've got to dip down into this. And underneath here is a very special crystal. And you can kind of see it right here. So all we have to do now is break this. Just like that. And I now have the chaos shards. Oh man, and we can learn these. Okay, so like I was saying, if you delete the dragon with any other mod or anything like that, apparently the dragon just respawns and starts over again. So yeah, so if you try, for example, deleting the dragon, yeah, it's not going to work. But there are some other interesting things. Like some people were saying that you can use, you can get down here while the dragon fight is going on, and you can use like mech lasers to break this crystal. So skipping the fight entirely, there's all kinds of weird ways you can bypass it. But I wanted to fight it for you guys, just essentially show you how this fight goes. But there we go. We now have chaos shards. So what an epic fight that was. I want to take some of those shards that we researched, and I want to have them on display right here. The large shard. Look how cool that looks. Oh man. So we are going to be diving a little bit deeper after getting this set up. We're going to dive even further into our Draconic lab. And yes, things are going to have to expand quite a bit here. And I'm probably going to have to reshape, I think, the way this ship holds things to be able to make more room in this area for example, all of these fusion injectors, and with the potential to automate them all. But that, of course, will have to wait until another episode. So I hope you did enjoy today's episode. Of course, if you did and you learned something new, whether that was about how to take on the dragon or maybe some weird experiment that I did today, for example, by using this gear and using some odd and end stuff that wasn't Draconic exclusive, I don't know. Let me know if you enjoyed that down in the comments below, and be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Guys, it is now time to thank the amazing supporter of today's episode. And that amazing thanks is going to go out to Arid the Fox. Thank you so much for your amazing support in choosing to support me over on the Discord by becoming a Discord premium member and supporting me in one of the best ways possible. I thank you all so very much. Check out the Discord, link down in the description below if you haven't already, and also check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/ChosenArchitect. I'd love to see you over there. And with that, of course, as always, thanks for watching. Bye!